taken to improve air quality in and around Port Talbot?
Well, a tailored programme of work is underway to independently review the Clean Air Action Plan for Port Talbot and to develop a future plan of work to further improve air quality in the region. Additionally, officials, I think, held a meeting this morning with NRW and with the Port Talbot Council.
Thank you for that answer, First Minister. I'm sure that there are many issues you are taking on board, but the real monitoring of air quality is being focused upon PM10s and PM2.5s. Understandable, because they're the ones which are recognised to be the most effective on impact on people's health. But we have seen a large increase in the what is known as nuisance dust fallout from the Port Talbot Steelworks across the whole Port Talbot area. Now, I recognise that this perhaps is not considered a health issue, but it is definitely a health issue. People are breathing this in. They are walking it through their houses. They have got it on their cars, their properties. It is a real problem for many of my constituents. Now, there's also no doubt that this comes from the Tata Steelworks. And I've had discussions with the management of Tata to look at what they're doing about this. And there are plans for longer-term problems to be resolved through improving the environment. But there's a short-term issue about doing it now. What can we do about the production processes to ensure that this fallout is reduced and limited as best we can? Will you as a government actually look at the ways you can work with Tata to look at the long-term solutions? And just remind you, the state aid of the EU doesn't affect environmental options, so it's a possibility of looking at those longer-term solutions. But can you also have discussions with Tata to look at how they can be a responsible neighbour to ensure that the fallouts we are experiencing in Port Talbot are reduced, so we don't get a situation where every morning people wake up to either black or red dust on their gardens, on their cars, on their windowsills, and have to look at that every single day. This has gone on and it's unacceptable. We need now action to ensure Tata take the responsibility seriously.
Well, I know that NRW regulates the steelworks in accordance with a permit issued under the environmental permitting regime. We, of course, have our commitment to improving and proactively tackling poor air quality in the area. In April, the Minister of Environment set up plans to re-examine the action plan, the approach it takes and the evidence that underpins it. And I understand the Minister will be meeting with Tata, with our NRW and with the Port Talbot Council soon to support that process.